Hi, my name is Sheila Karuna. Welcome to New Light Streaming Love and Sassy Seer Sheila, as this will be seen on both channels. This is the birth certificate code and the true owners of humanity by Jason Gray. Now, those of you who have continued to follow me from Conscious Conversation Central all the way through Corona Rising and now Sassy Seer Sheila will recall that this channel very early on was highly involved with the information about birth certificates. So I have not read this as with any of Jason's work, or for that matter, anything that I'm nudged to record. He wrote this back on March the 27th, and today is July the 19th, and I'm not quite certain why today. But here we are. It is today that I'm to record this. So, the birth certificate code and the true owners of humanity by Jason Gray. There is a truth so vast, so meticulously hidden, that to speak it is to unravel the very fabric of the world. The greatest conspiracy is not buried in classified files, nor encrypted in secret government servers. It is written in plain sight on the very document that marks your entry into this reality, your birth certificate. It is not just a record. It is not just a number. It is the key to everything. Now the veil lifts. And I wanted to pause right here because it just came to me to share that for those of you who are unaware, we've not always had the record of births. This only came into existence in the 30s. My great-grandmother was born ostensibly in 1903, she claimed. Of course, we all thought she was older than that, but her birth was recorded in her Bible. She didn't have a birth certificate. No one did until the 30s. So that's how she got away with lying to the military during World War II so that she could join, because she was way older than what they would allow in the military. There was even an article that was written in the Springfield Gazette. My grandmother was born in Springfield, Ohio, and she and her adult son both joined the military at the same time during the war. And there was an article written about it because she claimed to be 10 years younger than she actually was. And they believed her because they had no proof. So, just want to share that little tidbit of information in case you were unaware. So, the code of the marked, a system older than time. Every human being who enters this world is marked, not in ink, not in flesh, but in something deeper, something woven into the very structure of reality itself. When you were born, a claim was placed upon you. You were not simply named. You were designated, categorized, indexed into a system that did not begin with civilization nor with history itself. This is why your birth certificate is not a personal document, but a financial instrument. not a name, a bond, a valuation of your existence as a resource. Look at your birth certificate number. Have you ever truly questioned what it is? Have you traced it? Have you followed it beyond the paper, into the banking systems, into the unlisted ledgers of global financial networks? And again, those of you that have followed me for a very long time know very well that that is a true statement. Those who have found something impossible, a connection to the International Monetary Fund, the Vatican Archives, the Bank for International Settlements, a registry that does not define you as a person, but as an asset. You do not own your name. You do not own your body. You do not own your life. You were never meant to. The invisible masters. Who owns you? There is a reason the world's wealth flows upwards. A reason why the richest families, the most powerful banking dynasties never change. Nations rise and fall. Governments collapse. But the true rulers of this world never leave. They do not rule. They own. You have heard of the banking elites, the corporate overlords, the central bankers who dictate the value of money itself. They are merely stewards, managers of the human form. Human farm. They answer to something else. An unseen force does not operate within human laws, human morality, or even human perception. This is not just about power. It is about harvest. Your energy, your labor, your life force. These are the real currencies of this world. Every hour you work, every dollar you earn, every moment you exist within their system is an act of extraction. You are not merely a citizen. You are a resource, mined, processed, and discarded when your value diminishes. It has always been this way. The hidden contracts, how reality was engineered. What is the Uniform Commercial Code, the UCC? Now, again, those of you that have followed me know that that's actually the Universal Commercial Code. They call it the Uniform Code, but it is universal. What is maritime law? Why does your name appear in all capital letters on official documents? Because you are not a person in the eyes of the system. You are a corporate entity, a construct, a fictionalized version of yourself designed to interact with the global trade network as a commodity. Your real self, the living, breathing, sentient being, is something else entirely, something deliberately separated from this legal phantom. The ones who designed this system do not think in terms of nations or governments or even humanity. They think in ledgers, contracts, claims over souls. There is a reason why the word, quote, bond is used both for financial securities and for shackles. The Vatican, the Crown Corporation, the Bank of International Settlements. These are not institutions of government. They are institutions of ownership. Every law, every tax, every identification number is part of a system so vast, so meticulously designed, that even those who enforce it do not fully understand what they are serving. The ones at the very top, they know. The ultimate secret. This world is not what you think. Here is the final revelation. The truth that has been buried beneath layers of secrecy, misdirection, and control. The entire reality you have been taught to accept is a construct. The financial system is not just about money. Legal system is not just about government. The world you experience is a manufactured reality designed to keep you blind to what you truly are. The real currency being traded is human consciousness. The ones who own you are not merely bankers or kings. They are something else, something that has been feeding off of humanity for thousands of years, something that needs you to believe you are powerless. This is why the system is structured the way it is. You are born into debt before you even understand what money is. You are given a name that is not yours, a legal fiction that allows them to control your existence. You are trained to work, consume, and obey, never questioning the hidden layers beneath reality. You are distracted by endless wars, politics, ideologies, all designed to keep you from looking too deeply. Here is the part they never wanted you to know. If you can see the cage, you can leave it. Breaking the chains. The final step. What happens if you reject the contract? What happens if you strip away the legal fictions, the artificial identities, the programmed beliefs? You become something they fear, a human being who knows, a human being who cannot be numbered, cannot be traded, cannot be owned. This is why those who uncover these secrets are silenced. And it is exactly why this is my third YouTube channel. Why I'm shadow banned. Why the algorithms keep me out. not because of the financial implications, but because of the spiritual ones. To be truly free is to become uncontrollable, to remember what you truly are. The moment enough people see the truth, the entire system collapses. Their power has never been real. It was only ever an illusion, and illusions shatter. Well, that is so very true. A lot of people think that this system is broken and that we need to fix it. No, this system isn't broken. He's right. This system is doing exactly what it was designed to do. Everybody says, well, how can we survive without money? We can survive without money with no problem. Once we realize the truth of who and what we are. And until everybody gets that message and decides to stop playing that game, he's right. It all changes. And I feel that closer than ever, which is another reason why, not just for the spirituality part of it, but anything I ever do for another being will never have a dollar amount attached to it. Do I have to pay to survive? Yes, I do. And as long as everybody's playing that game, oh, I accept love offerings, but I don't play that game of tit for tat. No. Who decided that this guy over here, his time and energy is worth more than this guy over here? Oh, because you went to their school, memorized some mostly lies that you could regurgitate on a test, and then allowed them to license you, to regulate you. Food for thought. Until we meet again, my friends, I love you so much. And it is getting closer. This system and all it stands for is not supported moving forward. And more people are beginning to see the gig is up. Until we meet again, be well.